Hey everyone, and welcome. It's time for another deep dive, and today we're tackling a topic that's got everyone buzzing.
AI.
That's right, AI.
Specifically,
Oh yeah.
it's the battle of the AI titans.
DeepSeek versus ChatGPT.
We're going to break down the key differences to help you decide which AI tool reigns supreme.
At least for your needs.
Exactly, because let's face it,
Yeah.
there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to AI.
Absolutely.
We'll be using a 2025 DataCamp comparison guide as our roadmap.
Yeah, this guide's packed with insights,
We'll distill it down.
so you don't feel overwhelmed.
Exactly.
So to kick things off, both DeepSeek and ChatGPT are advanced AI language models, but they operate in very different ways.
And that difference starts with their architecture.
Ah, the foundation.
DeepSeek uses a mixture of experts approach,
Mixture of experts.
or MOE for short.
Okay, MOE. Got it.
It's like having a team of specialists and only the relevant experts chime in for each task.
So it's kind of like a dream team, where only the MVPs for a particular problem get called in.
Exactly. And that's incredibly efficient, especially considering DeepSeek has a massive 671 billion parameters.
Wow, 671 billion. That's a lot of brain power.
It is. But with Mo, DeepSeek only activates a subset of those parameters for any given task.
So it's not using all 671 billion all the time.
No,
Smart.
it's all about efficiency.
Okay. Starting to see how this works.
ChatGPT, on the other hand,
Yeah.
relies on a more traditional transformer model where all the experts are working on every task.
So it's like having all the chefs working on every dish, even if their specialty is something else entirely.
Yes, which makes ChatGPT consistent, but potentially less efficient.
Interesting. So how does this difference in architecture play out in terms of their performance?
Well, the DataCamp guide highlights DeepSeek's strength in technical tasks,
Like what?
particularly math.
Oh, math. Okay.
It boasts a 90% accuracy rate in that area.
90%. Wow, that's impressive.
It is, especially when you consider that many humans struggle with math.
True. So for those of us who aren't exactly math whizzes,
DeepSeek could be a game changer.
like having a secret weapon to tackle those tricky calculations.
Exactly, and that's just one example. The guide also points out that ChatGPT excels at something else.
What's that?
Understanding context.
So it's more about nuance and the bigger picture.
Exactly. ChatGPT can deliver those subtle, nuanced responses that make conversations feel more natural and engaging.
So it's like having a conversation with someone who really gets what you're saying.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And it can adapt its tone and style to different situations.
So if I need to craft a compelling story or write something that needs to connect with a wider audience,
ChatGPT might be the better choice.
makes sense. So choosing between DeepSeek and ChatGPT is about more than just raw power.
It's about finding the right tool for the right job.
Absolutely. And speaking of accessibility,
Right.
there's a big difference there too.
DeepSeek is open source and free to use, while ChatGPT operates on a freemium model.
Okay, so DeepSeek is like a public library open to everyone.
Exactly. Developers, researchers, hobbyists, anyone can access the code, modify it, experiment with it.
That's incredible. It's like having a playground for AI enthusiasts.
And that open source nature has led to a vibrant community of developers constantly improving and expanding DeepSeek's capabilities.
That's the beauty of open source. It's a collaborative effort.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
ChatGPT's freemium model has its advantages too.
Like what?
Well, the basic features of ChatGPT are free,
Okay,
but to unlock its full potential and access the really advanced features, you'll need a subscription.
so it's like a test drive. You get a taste of what it can do.
And if you like it,
You can upgrade to the full experience.
exactly. And that subscription model allows for ongoing development and refinement.
So they can keep adding new features and making it even better.
Right.
Okay, we've covered their architecture, performance, and even how to get your hands on them.
Now let's dive into specific features.
See how they stack up in different areas.
Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
Welcome back to our deep dive. I hope you're ready for round 2 of DeepSeek versus ChatGPT.
I am. We've laid the groundwork, explored their strengths, and now it's time to put that knowledge to the test.
See which AI comes out on top in different situations.
Exactly. Because the best AI isn't a one-size-fits-all.
It's all about finding the tool that aligns with your unique needs.
Okay, let's imagine we're developers, data scientists, the kind of folks who love to tinker under the hood.
The tech-savvy users.
Yes. If that's you, what does the DataCamp guide suggest?
Well, for those who live and breathe code, DeepSeek has some serious advantages.
Like what?
Being open source means you can customize it.
So it's not just a black box.
Right at all. You can tweak it.
Make it your own?
Exactly. It's like having a set of building blocks that you can assemble in countless ways.
Okay, so the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Pretty much. And that kind of flexibility is gold for developers who are pushing the boundaries of AI.
Plus, let's not forget,
Right.
DeepSeek is free to use.
Which is a huge bonus for independent developers or small teams.
Yeah, no need to break the bank to experiment and innovate.
But there is a potential trade-off.
Cool.
We talked about it before. DeepSeek excels in technical areas.
Like math and coding.
Right? But it might have some limitations when dealing with politically sensitive topics.
I see. So if neutrality and diverse perspectives are super important,
You might want to think about additional safeguards.
just to make sure the output aligns with your ethical standards.
Exactly.
Okay, so for our tech-savvy listeners, DeepSeek seems like a powerful tool,
But be mindful of its limitations.
especially with sensitive subjects.
Now let's switch gears.
Okay.
Think about general users, businesses, and content creators.
People who work with data but aren't necessarily coding experts.
Exactly. What about them?
Well, in those cases, ChatGPT might be the better fit.
Why do you think that is?
Its interface is super user-friendly even for AI newbies.
You're right. It's very intuitive.
And it can generate really high-quality content.
Reports, presentations, even marketing copy.
It's like having a professional writer on call.
That's a great way to put it. And ChatGPT is consistent.
You can rely on it for a wide range of tasks.
From summarizing research to brainstorming ideas.
Okay, so versatility is a big plus for ChatGPT,
Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other tools and platforms.
which is essential for businesses.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk about something that's becoming increasingly important, data privacy.
It's a critical consideration.
If you're working with sensitive information, which AI should you choose?
Well, ChatGPT definitely takes the lead in this category.
How so?
It adheres to strict data protection standards.
Okay.
It has transparent data handling policies.
So you know exactly what's happening with your data.
Right. It's a much safer choice for projects where confidentiality is paramount.
So if I'm dealing with customer data, financial records, anything like that.
ChatGPT would be the more responsible option.
Now, DeepSeek might be super powerful and cost-effective,
But
might not offer the same level of reassurance when it comes to privacy.
you're right. Its data storage and content moderation policies could be a concern for projects with strict data regulations.
So far, it seems like DeepSeek shines in technical areas where customization and efficiency are key.
And ChatGPT excels when user-friendliness, versatility, and privacy are top priorities.
That's a good summary.
To make things even clearer, the Data Camp Guide has a table that compares DeepSeek and ChatGPT.
Oh, a head-to-head matchup.
It highlights the winner for each category.
Okay, I'm ready for the final showdown.
Let's do it.
First up, model architecture.
DeepSeek uses MoE, while ChatGPT uses a transformer model.
And the winner is
Well, it's a tie.
a tie.
Both architectures have their pros and cons.
So it really depends on your specific needs.
Exactly. Now, how about data visualization?
Who takes the crown there?
ChatGPT wins this one. It excels at creating visually appealing and informative presentations.
So if you need to present data in a way that's both informative and engaging.
ChatGPT is your go-to.
Okay, next category, technical performance.
No surprises here.
DeepSeek.
You got it. It's a powerhouse when it comes to tasks like mathematical computations and complex coding challenges.
What about user experience?
ChatGPT takes the lead in this category. It's intuitive and user-friendly.
Even for AI newbies.
Exactly.
Okay, cost efficiency,
DeepSeek, all the way. It's free and open source.
a budget-friendly champion.
And now for a crucial category.
Data privacy.
ChatGPT wins this one, hands down. Its commitment to privacy and security is unmatched.
Okay, what about customization options?
DeepSeek takes the lead here. Its open source nature allows for a high degree of customization.
You can really tailor it to your specific needs.
Right, ChatGPT offers some customization, but it's more limited.
Okay, response speed,
DeepSeek is generally faster.
especially for structured queries.
And finally, collaboration features.
Who wins that one?
ChatGPT. It offers features that make it easy to share your work and collaborate on projects.
So it's the team player of the AI world.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm really seeing how these two AIs excel in different areas.
There's no single best option. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Okay, so before we dive into making a decision,
Let's take a break and process all this information.
we'll continue our deep dive in the next part. And we're back for the final round of our DeepSeek versus ChatGPT showdown.
We've dug deep into their inner workings, compared their strengths.
And even looked at a handy table summarizing the winners in different categories.
Now it's time to tackle those lingering questions you might have.
The Data Camp Guide has a great FAQ section that addresses some of these common concerns.
So let's dive in and see if we can clear up any confusion.
Sounds good to me.
Let's start with a basic question.
Okay.
What exactly is DeepSeek?
And how is it different from ChatGPT?
That's a good question, especially if you're new to AI.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like we're drowning in technical jargon.
So let's break it down in simple terms.
Both DeepSeek and ChatGPT are AI language models.
Designed to understand and generate human-like text, but their approaches are very different.
It's like choosing between a high-speed train and a self-driving car to reach your destination.
Both will get you there, but the journey and the experience will be quite different.
That's a great analogy.
DeepSeek's mixture of experts approach allows it to be super efficient and cost-effective.
Especially for specialized tasks.
Imagine a team of specialized chefs, each a master in their own cuisine.
Okay, I'm following.
You wouldn't ask a pastry chef to prepare sushi, would you?
No way.
DeepSeek activates only the necessary experts for each task, making it incredibly efficient.
Okay, so it's like having the right tool for the right job.
Exactly. Now, ChatGPT uses a transformer model,
Which is more like,
having all the chefs working on every dish simultaneously.
okay, so it's more of an all-hands-on-deck approach.
Yes. While this can be consistent, it may not be as efficient as DeepSeek's targeted method.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something that's probably on everyone's mind.
The cost.
Is DeepSeek really free to use?
Absolutely. It's open source, which means it's free to use, modify, and distribute.
That's a big deal for developers, researchers.
Anyone who wants to explore AI without breaking the bank.
It's like having access to a world-class library of knowledge and tools for free.
You're right. It opens up so many possibilities.
But there's a trade-off, isn't there?
Well, with DeepSeek, you might need some technical expertise to set it up.
So it's not exactly plug and play.
You might need to do some coding or work with command line interfaces.
But for those who are comfortable with that.
DeepSeek offers a level of flexibility and control that's hard to beat.
Okay, now let's get to a question that's probably top of mind for a lot of our listeners.
Which one is better for coding?
DeepSeek or ChatGPT?
That's the million-dollar question.
And I bet you're going to say it depends.
You know me too well. The best choice depends on your coding style.
And the specific needs of your project.
It's kind of like asking if a screwdriver or a hammer is better.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
Both tools are valuable, but their effectiveness depends on the task.
So tell me how DeepSeek and ChatGPT approach coding differently.
Well, DeepSeek is known for its speed and efficiency when it comes to generating code.
It's like a coding ninja.
Yeah. Exactly. It's great for tasks like rapid prototyping or generating code for specific functions.
So it's like having a coding assistant who can handle the repetitive stuff.
Freeing you up to focus on the bigger picture.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome.
ChatGPT, on the other hand, takes a more comprehensive approach.
In what way?
It excels at providing detailed explanations, suggesting improvements, and even helping you debug your code.
So it's not just writing the code, it's explaining it too.
Exactly. It's like having a personalized coding tutor by your side.
That could be a game changer, especially for beginners.
Now, let's switch gears and talk about something that's crucial in today's digital world.
Data security.
Right. One of the big questions is, how secure is my data with DeepSeek compared to ChatGPT?
Especially when you're working with sensitive information.
When it comes to data security, ChatGPT is the clear winner.
Really? Why is that?
It has robust data protection standards, transparent handling policies, and it complies with international privacy regulations.
Okay, so it's basically Fort Knox for your data. What about DeepSeek?
DeepSeek's data storage practices and content moderation policies might not be as robust or transparent.
So it might not be the best choice if you're dealing with highly sensitive data.
Especially if you need to comply with strict regulations.
One last question from the FAQ.
Go ahead.
Can I use DeepSeek for business documentation?
Absolutely. You can, but it's important to know its strengths and weaknesses.
So it's not a magic bullet for all your business writing needs.
No, DeepSeek is really good at generating precise, concise, and factual content.
So it's great for technical documents or reports where accuracy is key.
But if you're looking for something more creative,
Like marketing materials?
ChatGPT might be a better choice.
Okay, so once again, it's about finding the right tool for the job.
Exactly.
I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We've explored the depths of DeepSeek and ChatGPT.
looked at their capabilities, answered some tough questions.
Hopefully you feel more confident now about choosing the right AI tool for your needs.
Absolutely. And remember,
The world of AI is constantly changing.
so stay curious, keep learning.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
That's great advice.
And if you want to dive deeper into this topic,
Check out the show notes for links to the Data Camp guide and all the other resources we mentioned.
thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.